At my wife's funeral, I was standing by the coffin, clutching her favorite cross, when I heard my daughter-in-law, Sophia, whisper, "This day is like a holiday." Her bright red dress cut through the sea of black. My son Daniel giggled as if they were already sharing the inheritance. But when the lawyer invited us to read the will, Sophia screamed and ran out of his office in tears. Before we continue, please subscribe to the channel and let us know where you are listening in the comments. The rain fell in heavy sheets, drumming against the black umbrellas around my wife's coffin. I stood at the edge of the grave, clutching Margaret's favorite cross, its worn silver edges biting into my palm. The air smelled of wet earth and regret. The Portland cemetery was a sea of black coats and bowed heads, but my eyes kept drifting to the splash of red. Sophia strutted in a silk dress, heels clicking, leaning close to Daniel and whispering loud enough for me to hear. Daniel's giggle cut sharper than the wind. My fingers tightened around the cross as mourners murmured. Margaret was gone, and they were already carving up her memory. Sophia's red dress swayed as she tossed her hair, diamond earrings catching the light. She didn't belong here. Well, I'd promised Margaret I'd keep the family together. I'd failed. A guest muttered condolences. I nodded, throat tight. The priest droned on about peace, but it felt hollow. Sophia whispered again, her smile sharp. Daniel avoided my eyes, his laugh echoing. Guests noticed. An older woman gasped, "What does she think this is?" The service ended, crowd dispersing. Sophia and Daniel lingered, her dress defiant. She smirked at me. My jaw clenched, but I stayed silent. The cross felt heavier, Margaret's voice echoing, "Don't let them break you, Robert." As rain slowed to drizzle, I stood alone by the grave. They were gone, planning to spend unclaimed money. I traced the cross. They thought me broken. I slipped it into my pocket, reached for my phone. The need to act burned. "They're wrong," I whispered. A ray of light broke through clouds. This wasn't over. The rain tapped against my small Portland house windows, matching my ache. I sat in the dark, street lamp flickering. A photo of Margaret and 6-year-old Daniel stared back, his grin wide. Now he couldn't meet my eyes. I ran fingers over the couch, smelling her lavender. The house was too quiet. I'd given everything for Daniel, engineered dreams sidelined, 2 jobs for school and college, sold our home for his wedding to Sophia. "It's for Daniel," Margaret said. Memory shifted. Sophia mocking our house at dinner, smirking. Margaret warned, "She'll take everything." I hadn't listened, hoping Daniel would see through her. He drifted away. I stood, found Margaret's notebook on the bookshelf. Rain roared. Justice in her script. My breath hitched. She'd known. Notebook trembled, sacrifices thrown back. Sophia's whisper echoed. Grip tightened. They'd mistaken kindness for weakness. Wrong. On the porch, mist curled. "You left me a path," I murmured. Cafe sign glowed. We'd planned there. Tucked notebook, plan forming. I had to. Mist-coated streets as I walked to Karen Thompson's office, air sharp with pavement and coffee. Mist felt like a shift. Notebook anchored me. Office creaked, smelled of paper and jasmine. Karen smiled. "Glad you came, Robert." I told of Sophia's whisper, Daniel's laugh. Karen's eyes narrowed. "Classy." Sarcasm fueled me. They turned death to celebration. Karen listened. Margaret planned. The will surprises them. Pulse quickened, spark lit. "I want more." Voice harder. "They need to learn." Karen smiled. "Let's start." Talked an hour on will, habits. Left lighter, missed a promise. In cafe, black coffee, phone. Sophia's posts. Excess, assuming estate. Daniel's smile forced. Jaw tight. Noted in notebook. Called friend for info. Agreed. Sunlight sliver. Wrote, they don't know. Plan shaped. Mist veiled Portland as I parked near mansion. April bite. Notebook tucked. Walked to gate. Grass patchy. Purpose. Find cracks. Mansion loomed. Glass and marble excess. Sophia half smile. Robert. Tone clipped. Dress hugged. Bag glinted. Daniel fidgeted. Eyes floor. Dad. Mumbled. Stepped in. Rug plush. Foyer. Chandelier. Staircase. Cracked vase. Envelopes. Bank stamp. Bills. Living room. Heels click. Coffee offered. Eyes said, leave. Sat stiff couch. Perfume sour wine. What's this? Sophia perched. False concern. Daniel twitched. Played tired. How holding up? Margaret wanted close? Laugh sharp. Old-fashioned. Bigger plans. Bracelet jangled. Lifestyle work. Wouldn't understand. Daniel flinched. Tremor. Tough. Tilted head. Smirk. Investment. Deals. Nodded quick. Voice cracked. Silence. Scanned. Urgent envelope. Fraying. Ambitious. Neutral. Smile tightened. Sweet. Didn't get it. Simple life. Spat. Daniel knuckles white. Nodded. Catalogued arrogance. Fear. Cracks. Stood. Won't keep. Relief. Shot. Will care. Command eyes. Daniel goodbye. No gaze. Left. Missed cool. Home. Notebook open. Wrote debts. Weakness. Pride blinds. Fear key. Envelope steady. First stone. Sealed. Pulse alive. Mist thickened. Pocketed. Mailbox tomorrow. Tremor soon. Mailbox clanged. Envelope swallowed. Breath fogged. Anonymous tip to creditors. Notebook reminder. Car. Glow. Control. 2 nights later. Outside mansion. Bass vibrated. Invited to gloat. Shoulders sag. Rang. Door light laughter. Maid glittering clinking. Perfume money. Sophia sequined. Made it. False smile. Daniel's suit tight. Bloodshot. Wouldn't miss. Heavy. Dismissive. Mingle. Celebrating. Laughter sharp. Crowd. Rug wine stained. Faces blurred. Orbiting. Unease glance at rumors. Sipped water. Pillar. Talk. Risky deals. Filed. Sophia deflected. Daniel brittle whiskey. Stammered control. Letter worked. Drifted. Margaret loved careful will. Froze. Will? Tight. Shrugged. Narrowed. Daniel buzzed. Paled. Side room. Creditors. Forced laugh. Fine. Grip white. Retreated. Seed planted. Daniel gone. Smile sharper. Left midnight. Air cool. Car message Karen. Ready. Smiled. Engine hummed. Beginning. Hands firm. Lights blurred. Reckoning. Rain hammered. Margaret photo watching. Late April. Damp memory. Knock jolted. Dictaphone on. Hum secret. Door taut. Faces soaked. Sophia pushed. Talk. Daniel. Please. Closed. About. Calm. Pulse raced. Recorded. Sophia blazed. Done something? Creditors, vultures. Cracked. Slice. Ruin? Confusion. Grieving. Scoffed. Pathetic has been. Daniel. Stop. Shook. Drowning. Gloating. Mask fatigue. Drowning. Spent much. Flinched. Help loan. Silence. Margaret finances. Bitter. Will court. Threat. Must. Thorough. Sagged. Pleading. Nothing sad. Venom. Shrugging. Not begging. Twisted. Stormed. Daniel. Sorry. Rain. Exhaled. Off. Quiet. Called Karen. Good? Better. Send. Table. Played shrill. Brick. Notebook. Anger break. Drawer promise. Card traced. Rain slowed. Next close. Unraveling. Starting. Missed cafe. Mid-April espresso leaves. Door jingled. Tables gleamed. Karen booth. Fogged. Waved papers. Seat. Notebook heavy. Plan. Teasing. Folder. Redirect charity. Legal gut. Nodded. Leverage. P.I. Sophia. Approving. Hardball. Name. Discreet. Anything secrets. Chuckled. Sloppy. Hour details. Sarcasm. strutting lottery, sipped, learn, contract, sign, alone, papers tucked, buzzed investigator, offshore siphoning, dig, thrill, betrayal gift, notebook, account wedge, shape blueprints, sipped bitter, mist thick, phone promise, capable, murmured. Door jingled, sure. Evening clear, parked restaurant, late April, package statements anonymous, lamppost glow, notebook partner, inside green shimmering. Daniel strained. Tension, hover, waited, hum out jazz. Daniel phone drain, stood slam, lying, cut, froze. What? Dart, thrust, stealing. Silent gasp, shrill, ridiculous, embarrassing. Cracked whisper, weak, glass shards, flushed, pathetic, ruined. Echo, shatter, hover, mutter, mess. Scanned, window, panic, suspected, no proof. Turned scene, burned, crumbling fuse, buzzed, Sophia. Behind, pay. Rage, good night, hung, quiet, glow, fade, car cold, notebook, mask off, push. Purred light streak, scream betrayal, music, justice. Gripped vengeance, herself, dark. Next lead, sun, May, clouds, shadows, park. Bench, damp, watch, tow car, furniture, tips, earth justice, notebook, consequences, trace. Daniel rumpled, argued, frantic, truck away, still hum, masked. Shrinking happen, warm chill, loved, sacrificed, break, resolve. Evening doorbell, opened, red pockets. Dad inside, coffee, wood photo, help everything. Trembled, chair, sit, flat, collapsed. Furious, fault, can't fix, desperate, money loan? Notebook, sell downsize, panic, kill dream, shrugged, problem plan. Crumpled, destroying, stung, echo. Chose, silence heavy, left click. Karen, ready? Set soon. Porch, sunset, letter, promise. Held thought, justice. Escape, tear. Dip light not rid, inside, pieces, place. Phone, next. Lawyer's mahogany swallowed, mid-May, sun, cloud, shadows. Sat cross hands, cross pocket. Karen blazer folder, Sophia nails, necklace, Daniel slumped tie eyes, table, throat glasses, read will, steady, smirk forward, calm pulse, planned blade, slow, bulk fund charity, tapping. What? Slice, pediatric endowed, drained garish, jerked, everything stammered, page, watch Sophia books Daniel, stood, joke can't, cracked, legal meticulous, shook point, did twisted, gaze, saw clearly, limp shock, scream stormed, heel slammed, silent heavy, wet, sorry didn't, ice, meant word spoke, flinched, folder nod, done, stood wait, apology unanswered, hallway dim hum, street sunlight warm, letter charity, justice clean, proud briefcase, car paused cross horizon, beyond ready. The cemetery was quiet, the May sun filtering through ancient oaks, dappling the grass around Margaret's grave. It was a day after the will reading, and Portland felt softer, the air carrying the scent of earth and blooming lilacs. I knelt by her headstone, tracing her name with my finger. The granite was cool under my touch. Margaret's silver cross hung from my hand, its chain catching the light. "You did it," I said, my voice low and steady. "You saw them for what they were, and you made it right." I settled on the grass, the cross warm in my palm. Sophia's scream in the lawyer's office echoed in my mind, her red dress replaced by a frantic, tear-streaked exit. Daniel's broken apologies followed, his voice a ghost of the boy I'd raised. I felt no pity, only a calm certainty. "They thought they could take everything," I told Margaret, the words firm, "but you left them nothing but their own greed." The breeze stirred, rustling the leaves as if she were listening. I stood, brushing dirt from my knees, and slipped the cross into my pocket. The victory was hers as much as mine, but it had changed me. I wasn't the man who'd stood here months ago, broken by their betrayal. I walked to a cafe nearby, the same one where I planned with Karen. The bell jingled as I entered, the air thick with the hum of a coffee machine and the buttery scent of croissants. Karen waited at a corner table, her notebook open, a grin spreading as she saw me. "You look lighter," she said, pushing a mug toward me. I sat, the ceramic warm against my hands. "Feels like I've shed a weight," I admitted. She laughed, her glasses slipping down her nose. "Sophia and Daniel, they're shedding more than that. Word is, they're selling the mansion to cover debts." I nodded, unsurprised. "Margaret knew they'd crumble." Karen leaned back, her pen tapping the table. "She trusted you to finish it. And you did." We talked over coffee, her sarcasm softening into warmth. "The charity's off to a strong start," she said, sliding a report across. "You want in? We could use your head for this." I smiled, the idea sparking something new. "Maybe. I'm thinking of a trip first. Clear my mind." Karen raised her mug. "To new roads." We clinked, the sound sharp and bright. I left the cafe, a folded invitation from Karen in my pocket. Dinner next week, a chance to talk more. The sun was high now, the city alive with color. "Life's got surprises left," I murmured, my steps light. The invitation felt like a promise, a door I hadn't expected to open. I reached my car, the cross a quiet weight against my chest, and glanced at the sky. Whatever came next, I'd face it whole, the man Margaret always knew I was. Sunlight poured through my kitchen window, painting the old wooden table in gold. It was late May, and Portland hummed with the promise of summer. I sat with a steaming mug of coffee, its bitter scent mingling with the crisp paper of a letter from the Margaret Crow Children's Charity. The envelope bore the fund's crest, a simple dove, and I slid it open, my fingers steady. The words inside hit like a quiet thunder. My donation, Margaret's legacy, had saved a pediatric ward from closure. Children would heal because of what we'd done. I leaned back, the chair creaking, and felt a warmth that wasn't just the sun. My revenge hadn't just stripped Sophia and Daniel of their greed, it had built something lasting. I pictured Sophia's tearful exit from the lawyer's office, Daniel's broken pleas, but they were shadows now, distant and small. The phone rang, Karen's name flashing. "You read the letter?" she asked, her voice bright. "Yeah," I said, smiling. "Feels right?" She laughed. "Oh, and your kids. The mansion's gone. Divorce papers filed. They're done." I nodded, unsurprised, but the news stirred no joy, only a calm finality. "They made their choices," I said. Karen's tone softened. "You made better ones. Park later? We've got fund ideas to toss around." I agreed, hanging up, the coffee mug warm in my hands. The letter lay open, a testament to Margaret's vision, and I traced the dove with my thumb, her wisdom still guiding me. Later, I met Karen in a nearby park, the air alive with children's laughter and the rustle of leaves. We sat on a weathered bench, the paint chipped but sturdy. Karen's notebook was full of sketches, new projects, clinics, scholarships. "This could be big," she said, her eyes sparking. "You in?" I grinned, the weight of the past months lifting. "Count me in." We laughed, the sound easy, her hand brushing mine as she pointed to a drawing. Friendship had grown where I hadn't expected it, a gift Margaret had left behind. The sun dipped low, casting long shadows across the grass. I stood, Margaret's notebook in my hand, its leather soft from months of planning. Sophia and Daniel were gone, their world collapsed, but mine was opening. I thought of a trip, maybe the coast, maybe farther, somewhere to breathe, to dream again. I opened the notebook, my pen hovering, and wrote a single line. The words felt like a vow, but I kept them to myself, a secret for the road ahead. The world's still waiting, I murmured, tucking the notebook away. The horizon glowed, endless and bright. I walked to my car, the notebook a quiet weight, my step sure. Whatever lay beyond this moment, new places, new plans, I was ready, free in a way I hadn't been in years. The engine hummed, and I drove toward home, the sun at my back, the future unwritten. If you like this story, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your impressions of this story in the comments. To listen to the next story, click on the box on the left. Thank you for watching.